Hey guys, and welcome back to another video on the channel. In today's video I'm going to be taking a look at 2020 question 5 paper 1 from the QCAA external exam. Now as you'll notice, I've split all the questions up into single videos as well. You've still got access to the full exam in the link in the description below. I just thought it'd be more beneficial to split up all the questions as well into separate videos as well, in case people only struggle with certain questions. That way I can search it up in the playlist, okay? If you need a new practice external exam, I've made a custom one. Link is in the description below as well. And then link to the whole playlist should be attached to this guy here as well. But otherwise, let's get straight into this question here. If you have any questions at all, leave something in the comments. That way I can answer it as best as I can. But yeah, let's get straight into it. So question 5. A lot of people get question 5 wrong here, even though it's a multiple choice. It's mainly due to the fact, 1, they don't know how to do a tangent line, and 2, it's written in terms of t. Now, I don't know about you, but most of the time it's written in terms of x and y. Even changing a variable slightly with a basic question can increase its difficulty, okay? So here, what we're given is to ask the equation, we'll try to work out the equation of the tangent to the curve f of t equals t times either t at t equals 1. So basically, long story short, we have a curve, it might look like this, and we're asked to find the tangent line there, which is a straight line, which looks like y equals mx plus c. Now, in this situation, I'm going to write it how they would write it. In other words, f of t equals mt plus c. Okay. Now, this is what we need to know about tangent lines. The gradient of the tangent line here will be the derivative of this curve at that particular value of t. So here, when t equals 1, this point here will be f dash of 1, the derivative of this guy at t equals 1. That is the gradient of this guy here. So the m value, your gradient, your rise over run for your straight line is f dash of 1. If you do that straight away, you're going to have a better shot at answering this question. You're not going to be answering it fully because it's a multiple choice, so your working won't really count here. However, you'll be able to make a better informed decision. So here, let's work out the derivative straight away. I'm going to get rid of this because I'm going to run out of room for it. However, if you need any of that, just rewind the video. Okay, so first of all, differentiating this guy here. You need to use the product rule. The product rule is typically given like this here. If you have two functions and they're timesing each other, you differentiate one and you leave the other. So this little funny thing I've written up here, u times v dash equals this. Basically, you leave the first function, you differentiate the second, then you differentiate the first and leave the second. So here I'm going to call this u and I'm going to call that v. So here, if u equals t, actually I'll write this all in terms of black, that way it stands out a bit more. Oh, it doesn't work just like the OneNote. That's alright. I'll just rewrite it like this. So, u equals t. And we'll go v equals e to the t. Now remember, we're differentiating. A lot of people will make the mistake of integrating, okay? So here, if I differentiate this, u dash will turn into 1 because the derivative of t with respect to t is just 1. It's like differentiating x with respect to x, it's just 1. Here, this one should be pretty easy because there's no numbers up there. V dash here will be e to the power of t because you're just differentiating e to the power of t with respect to t and it doesn't change because there's no numbers there. Great, now we chuck it into this formula here, okay? So, f dash of t is going to be 1, oh not 1, it's going to be t, because that's your u, times by v dash, which is e to the t, plus your u dash, which is 1, times by v, which is again e to the t. So here, I'm just going to get rid of all this stuff now, because we're running out of room. So this is your derivative here. I would simplify it before plugging in the number. So f dash of t is t e to the t plus e to the t. Now we've got to chuck in t equals 1 for your gradient. So your gradient is f dash of 1. So wherever there is a t, you're going to replace that with a 1. Okay? Now, you are probably going to get a funny looking answer, but that's okay because all the gradients here have e involved, so we're expecting that roughly, okay? If you're not, you've gotten it fully wrong, okay? Plus e to the power of 1. So here, you can see where I've chucked in 1 for each of these corresponding bits here, okay? Now here, that just turns into 2e. Now, where I got 2e from, You have an E here and you have an E here. Therefore, you have two of them. Therefore, it's 2E. So my gradient of my tangent line is 2E. Now, why is that important for us? Well, for starters, if you're guessing, that eliminates some options. So here, the only lines with gradients of, remember, it's got to look something like this. Your M is 2E. There's only two lines here that work. These are the two lines here. So straight away, if you put A or C as incorrect, yeah, you're on the right track. But if you guess one of those, then you're completely wrong there, okay? B or D are your only options. So if you wanted to take a guess straight away and save time, be my guest here, okay? However, we want to answer this question fully because this is a work solution video, okay? So, we have a gradient. That's great. However, we have an equation like this here, where we only know the M value. So at the moment, this is all we know. We need to work out the plus C. Therefore, we need to know a point that they share in common. Now, luckily, since it's a tangent line, now, again, I'm just doing a rough sketch here. I don't know exactly what the curve looks like. However, it will look something like this in one form or another. They will also share, they won't just share the gradient at that point, they'll also share the t and y coordinates, okay? Now, you already know t equals 1. To work out the y coordinate, you just chuck t equals 1 into the original. So here, f of 1 will be 1 times by e to the 1, which just gives you e. So the coordinate is this. So you've got the coordinate 1e. You then plug that into here to work out the c value, because that is your t value, that is your y value. You can replace them there. So if you do that, replacing the y with e, you have e equals 2e times by the t value, which is 1, plus c. So eventually you've got e equals 2e plus c. I want to get the c by itself, so I've got to subtract both sides by 2e. E minus 2e is negative e, which is c. So, in hindsight, actually let's just rub all this stuff out. If you need that working, just rewind the video, you'll be alright. Okay, so here we already know now what the c value is. It's negative e. So our tangent line is y equals 2et minus e. There you go. Perfect. So straight away, I know it's going to be B is your correct answer. But you could have taken a 50-50 shot. So B is your correct answer here. Right. If you had any troubles with that one there, I don't blame you, because it is a tricky question just for a multiple choice and the fact that they changed the variables. However, if you struggled on this one, you need to practice tangent lines a lot more, okay? And if you need extra practice, check out the external exam in the link in the description. And if you need access to all the videos, check out the playlist as well and the full external exam. But otherwise, I'll see you for question 6.